Hi, my name is Sarah Crim, and my family and I have been attending Cornerstone since the Skate Center days, so we've been around for a long time. My husband is Sammy, and we have 3 kids, Sydney, Sawyer, and Stella. Currently, I serve as the Education Director for the Career Preserve and Nature Center, and this is just a little bit about my story about how we started a nature preschool this fall. So a few years ago I decided to go back and continue my education, but I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with it. I just kind of felt called to go back. So I started taking some classes in career tech, and then I kind of pursued that a little bit, and my mother had a friend in Nashville who actually opened up a nature preschool, and she said, "Come on, I want you to see this." So I went up there, and when I saw the place, it was just like, angels from heaven coming down, like this is what I was called to do. And it just rang true in my heart and my soul. And so I had this kind of passion now, but didn't know how to make it into fruition, and just knew that it was something that God had placed on my heart, but didn't know how to get there. At the time I was serving as an academic advisor at the university, had nothing to do with outdoor education at all, but just really had this vision and this passion to begin a nature preschool here in Auburn. So as things move forward, and as God often does, doors kind of started opening, and I started seeing just little nudges like go talk to this person or go do this or that. I had a background in forestry and some contacts with the Career Preserve and Nature Center, and so I kind of started there. And then I took a class in early childhood education, and that opened a couple more doors. We actually were reading some things on nature preschools, so we got to talk about it more with some of the professors, and things just kind of moved forward. And it was just one of those wonderful things where God you could just see His hand placing the pieces bit by bit, piece by piece. And as you walk through that journey, and it was a journey that lasted, over several years, this verse kind of came to mind out of Proverbs 13:12, which says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life." And it was one of those things where you would have this hope, and then something would defer it, and it was like, oh, that's not quite right, or whatever. And it just really was like, it would make your heart sick because you knew that this needed to happen, and trying to find the steps to get there. But as life goes, things get put in your way, but God is so faithful, time after time after time, providing ways and directions for things to come into fruition. So it's been an amazing journey. It's one that has been supported by all of the people here at Cornerstone, and especially our running group. They have seen me through each and every step of the journey, from being an advisor and having this on my heart and how is this going to happen, to when I received the call to become the education director out of the Career Preserve, to then taking that position and figuring out how to make this happen, to now we have opened up Woodland Wonders, which is a nature preschool here in Auburn, and we have 12 beautiful children who are a part of it every week, and we just have an amazing time playing and exploring out in God's creation. So it's just been a wonderful journey, and one that it's been exciting to share with so many of you guys. As this journey has progressed, Cornerstone has played a huge part in this. Through our worship, by attending, through our service. I serve back in the Cornerstone Kids area, and it would never fail, whenever I was feeling discouraged, like the message of the week or whatever was hope or trust or something like that, the lyrics of the songs that we sang would just kind of ring true to whatever God was speaking. And so that was a huge kind of encouragement and voice in pursuing this vision. And then also the support that I had through my community group. I'm a part of the running community group on Tuesday mornings, and they just saw me through every step of this journey, and were there to ask me how it was going and what they could be praying for. And it would never fail on those Tuesdays. Usually were the days that something positive would happen towards that vision, and a prayer would be answered, something would just change or be done. And so I just knew that God was working through their prayers and through their support in every step to make this vision happen. So if you feel like God is calling you to something, or if He's placed something on your heart, then I would just encourage you to just pursue Him, seek others to kind of voice that vision, to ask for prayer partners, and just keep on going step by step, and He will put the places in front of you. He's going to fulfill that vision that He has given to you. He is so faithful. And don't lose hope. Don't make your heart sick, but know that there's a tree of life waiting on the other end.